What's up, guys? It's the Beat Street Bully Billionaire, baby. And I'm back and I'm ready to break down London football for you motherfuckers, you degenerate monkeys, you fucking motherfucker. You're gonna be up at 9:30 in the morning, some of you even earlier, to fucking degen bet your hard-earned money on this game. Let's get fucking go. That's awesome. That's amazing. I love it. You are the type of person that is going to really love what I'm gonna break down for you. So let's get into it, okay? You got the Ravens, you got the Titans, okay? This is a rematch of sorts, okay? These two teams have played in the past. Both times have been pretty good games. One time in the playoff, Lamar Jackson's only victory in the playoffs, probably the only victory he'll ever have in the playoffs, if we're being honest here. So let's get down to business, okay? What are we doing here in London? Well, we got a 4.5 spread. We got Ravens as the favorite. We got them coming off a loss to the Steelers, baby. Pissed in her mouth. And now we got the Titans coming off a loss to the Colts because they wouldn't use Henry, and they got Mike Vrabel as the coach, and he's a bum. And yeah, it's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a pretty good game, probably, until people just get hurt left and right on this garbage turf that's made of rock. Okay, so it's gonna be one of those things where I'm like, what do we do? You know, who's gonna score? Okay, probably the king, because he's the king. How are we gonna win the game? Okay, we need to look at both ways, both sides of winning the game. Okay, this is how you figure out what's gonna happen. Okay, can the Ravens run the football? Tennessee Titans supposed to have a really good run game. Okay, so they're gonna or run defense. They're gonna be able to stop the run. Okay, Ravens depleted it back. Okay, so they're gonna have to be forced to use Lamar Jackson on the ground, which I don't think is gonna be working very well for them. Okay, or could, but it's still. I think they're gonna have to allow their defense to win this one. That's what happened last week for the Steelers. Defense won it for them. I think that's what you're gonna have in this week, and you're gonna have Lamar Jackson complete some passes. Can he do it versus the Tennessee's defense? Sure. Tennessee's defense can easily be passed on. Okay, it's not a great pass defense. Okay, I don't have the statistics, but I know it's not great. Okay, their run defense good, pass defense not good. Okay, so if you can get some pressure and he can scramble and not run, maybe he throws one. Maybe you get the Zay Flowers involved. Maybe OBJ isn't a bust. Okay, maybe some of these other dudes, Mark Andrews, get some big catches. Okay, so this is what we're looking at, okay, for them. Can they move the ball on the Titans? Yes. Okay, they should be able to move the ball on the Titans somewhat. Are they going to move the ball on the Titans at a significant pace, at a 30-point, 40-point pace? Probably not, okay? So what does that mean? It means they're probably going to put up, like, 10 to 17 to 21 points-ish or 24-ish range. So that's not that many. So that's enough points for the Titans to maybe win the game. Okay, but their defense should be playing pretty good. Okay, they got a lot of good defensive things going for them. Okay, they did, and really they had some problems last week with drops that they should have really won that game. They played a better game than the Steelers. So I'm gonna give them that. Titans side of the ball. We got Derrick Henry. We got Tajay Spears in the backfield. We got DeAndre Hopkins. We got I don't think we have Treylon Burks back. We have some tight ends that are. We have that Okonkwo who's pretty big, bully. But then you got Ryan Tannehill leading the show, leading the way. I don't like that. Okay, I'm not a fan of that. I'm here to say that over and over again, that the combination of Ryan Tannehill and Mike Vrabel, it ain't winning Super Bowls, it ain't winning playoff games, and it really ain't even winning regular season games, and it ain't capturing divisions, and it ain't doing nothing for your organization. Okay, it sucks. So that's my feelings about Vrabel. Everyone thinks that Vrabel is one of the best coaches in the league. I've been here saying that I think he's one of the bottom 5 coaches in the whole league. Okay, the way he runs this offense. Okay, Titans efficiency rating, if they can get Henry 100 and a touchdown, should be a 90% chance of winning the game forecast for London. Okay, but will they do that? No. because they run the ball like fucking idiots. They have they have one of the worst offensive coordinators in all of football. Okay, people are not factoring that in enough. One of the worst offensive coordinators in all of football. Ask the fan base; they'll tell you they hate him. Just like Matt Canada, they just aren't as, you know, gung ho about it for whatever reason. And they actually like Mike Vrabel and think he's a good coach. Delusional. Okay, you're wrong. Okay, he sucks. He's garbage. He's been hit in the head too many times playing football. Shouldn't be a head coach. Okay. But whatever, okay? They're too buddy-buddy with Tannehill. They should have moved on from Tannehill a long time ago, okay? Now, does that matter here in this situation? No, because Tannehill should be able to move the football pretty effectively. Derrick Henry should be able to move the ball, but their defense is pretty good. Run defense is pretty effective, okay? And so, and the pass defense should be decent as well. So I think they'll be able to make some turnovers, make some plays off of Ryan Tannehill, and I don't think that'll be that hard, if I'm being honest. It's fucking Ryan Tannehill. He should be able to throw a pick. I think he'll be able to move the ball. I think he'll be able to put up some points, some field goals, a couple touchdowns, maybe run one in with Derrick Henry or Tajay. So, yeah, I think that this score is going to be lower scoring. 21-17, 24-21 final type of game, like they're saying. So 4 points, 4.5 points. I think it's a little bit too many points. If we're being honest here, I think you could take the Titans plus the points here, okay? If we're being honest, but I do believe that the Ravens are going to win the game, even if it's in a squeaker at the end or whatever it is. I think that somehow the Titans shoot themselves in the foot here. Apparently, the Ravens they had a whopping, destructed burial last time they played in London. They got absolutely crushed. The worst loss in their organization's history or something like that, like 47-7 blowout. So you might want to look that up. But now, because of that, Harbaugh got them all prepared differently and doing shit differently. So I just think there's going to be a little more preparation, a little more discipline, a little more concern going into this one after you just lost a big divisional game last week. Now, the same goes for the Titans. Just lost a big divisional game last week. Shot themselves in the foot, okay? So both of these teams are coming in kind of backed into against a wall here. Both need a win. That's really what you need for the inklings of a good game. So really you should be up at 9:30 a.m. or earlier, depending on your standard fucking time zone, to be DGen gambling, because it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a playoff-worthy game. It's going to be lower scoring probably, so it's not going to be so exciting. But if you like lower scoring type of games like I do, if you can enjoy them like me, because you can put wagers on different things, different aspects of the game based on that situation, then yeah, you might have a nice time here, okay? You might be able to even ride one of these teams on the plus odd sides of things, depending on how the game's going, depending on what team you like, and you might even be able to hit. It's one of those games where you kind of want to just stay away from either side, because I could just see it flipping either way depending on the momentum, depending on the situation. But I really do think the Baltimore Ravens should get this victory. They have the better quarterback. I think they have they're just better coach just by virtue of fucking bottom five nature. I still think Harbaugh is kind of weak. I mean, like, I'm willing to put him a down below tiers type of dude, but I just feel like everyone's delusional. Oh, he's a good coach, and this is a good coach, and I'm like, okay, but like, what have they done like recently? Like nothing. This team ain't done nothing recently. They ain't winning playoff games, so it's just like neither of these teams. So are they really talking good coaching here? It's just like, come on. So I don't know. It's one of those situations where it's like you gotta look how do both sides win, and I think both sides can win. And so what happens? You gotta look at some props. What you gotta fucking look at? You gotta look at some props in the game. Okay. Let's look at touchdown scores. Derrick Henry plus 100. Now, I never like to see a plus 100 touchdown score. All that tells me is that he ain't getting it, okay? If he was minus 165, I'd be like, shit. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely scoring. You know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't get the yards, or maybe he's just getting a ton of yards and not scoring. You'd be one or the other. He's going to have massive production. This situation, plus 100. What are his yards at? That'll be very telling. 65.5? Are you fucking serious? So, yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, okay, that the Titans are probably going to lose this game, okay, by the very nature of the fact that they don't think that Derrick Henry is even going to break the 65-yard mark. They got him at 65.5. So that's obviously one of those sneak bets they assume you're going to just pound. Because, of course, he's going for 102. He ain't getting 65 yards in this one, Koopy. He ain't going to get 15 touches. They're going to shoot themselves in the foot. Lamar Jackson plus 130 to score. I like those odds. Those are kind of nice. And Mark Andrews, they don't know whether he's going to throw one or run one. Because the run defense is decent. So maybe he throws one to Mark Andrews. Or maybe he throws one to Zay Flowers, who's been kind of quiet. Okay? Maybe DeAndre Hopkins is a run back play. Maybe Tajay Spears gets in again. Maybe even this tight end, Jacosium Okonkwo. Who's the other one they got? There's Nicholas Westbrook Akine. So they got some fucking interesting characters. Isaiah Likely could maybe steal it for them. Oh, we got a Tennessee defensive prop. See, they could scoop and score. There's a lot of things going on for here. I think my most tasty treat bet would probably just be Mark Andrews is going to get in again. Or Zay Flowers. He's going to give them one of these dudes are too good to knock it in. And I think they're going to have the one-on-one or the matchup here at some point, or the field position at the goal line or 5 yards out to get one of these dudes a touchdown. I could also see him running one in. Derrick Henry, I think, is going to just fall short of the yards and the touchdown. So if you're going to bet, I would bet no touchdown for Henry, and I would bet yards under. Or just, if you could put alternate odds on under, you can. I would. Then maybe take like a run back, take like DeAndre Hopkins to finally get a touchdown. Has he scored yet? I don't know. So maybe take him to get like a nice little touchdown or something like that. Maybe this Bateman character gets in. Alright. Weekly specials. Game leaders. Who's going to have the most receiving yards in the game? What are the highest ones? Rashad Bateman is going to be 60 to 1. Tajay Spears, 50 to 1. They like to throw him the ball. What if they give him like fucking 10 targets and he goes off? Probably unlikely, but what if he does? Some of the highest ones you can get. So 16 to 1 for OBJ. Nicholas Westbrook Akine. Gonna have a big bomb down the sideline, and he's 17 to 1. It's interesting, guys. Sorry for the nasal fucking. Can't fucking breathe after that dab. Alright. Derrick Henry? What the fuck is that? Derrick Henry, 65 to 1 to have the most receiving yards. No! That's crazy. Derrick Henry, fresh from the field. 100 plus rushing yards and 20 plus receiving yards, 8 to 1. So they're trying to get you on something. We're not going to be fooled by these fucking monkeys, bro. We're not fooled. What do they think? They think that Lamar can throw for over 150 pretty easily. Now, here's a prop that never comes in. Ryan Tannehill to throw for 300. Never comes in. So how about just can you take his under, as I'm trying to say, take his over in interceptions, take his under in passing yards, okay? That's what I would say. Okay, let's break it down, okay? Break it down here, okay? We figured it out. Ravens win. Tannehill, pick. Under yards. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown. Oh, okay. Zay Flowers, touchdown. Run back. 2 receivers, run back. Ding, ding, ding. Then we go. Lamar Jackson. How about just like a fumble recovery for the Titans? Because you just know that Lamar is going to fumble. Because he just loves to fumble. So he's going to fumble. So, can we get anything else in here? Player props, quick hits, first drive. They're all garbage. Minus 258. What do we got? 79% of people are betting Baltimore to win the game. 80%. 21% like the Titans. I feel like that's just incorrect. I think it should be 50-50. I think it'll be 50-50 by game time. I think people like the Titans here. What do they want here? This is some things to avoid, okay? Derrick Henry to score, Tyreek Hill to score, Jalen Hurts to score, Stephon Diggs to score. 7K people bet it, so avoid it. Lamar Jackson to score and Derrick Henry to score. Nope, not going to happen. Lamar Jackson to score, over 200. Mark Andrews to score. Yeah. Ryan Tannehill over 207.5. 217 losers. Derrick Henry to score a rushing touchdown and have 60 yards and have 16.5 rushing attempts and them to win. Hey, 361 people don't even realize that they're not even going to hit one leg of this parlay. It's fucking incredible. Oh my god. Bet on these two receivers to have a big day in London. DeAndre Hopkins. Look, I just fucking put that in. Look at that. DeAndre Hopkins over 60.5. DeAndre Hopkins score a touchdown. Zay Flowers over 60.5. So, like, okay, they could get their touchdown, but they're not getting their yards. They're going to get vice versa. Or they're going to get yards, they're not going to get their touchdown. They're going to get used, and it'll be fucking Bateman. I mean, like, you already know. Scratch everything I just fucking said. This game is going to be a shit game, a mudwater game. So maybe go with, like, Bateman. Okay, maybe go with someone like Rashad Bateman to score. Maybe go on the other end. Maybe go with Nicholas Westbrook-Akine or something. Or maybe this Chigoziem Okonkwo finally gets in. Or Tajay Spears. This is what you want to be thinking about for this game, okay? This is the type of game, if you fucking script it out like this, then you're not going to be upset, okay? Because when you go into the game and you're like, oh, it's going to be Henry, it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins and Zay Flowers, and he's going to throw it to Mark Andrews 2 times, and he's going to run it in 2 times. And then you're like, what is this game? It's because you're setting your expectations in an unrealistically high place, okay? And obviously these players are good that you're saying, and there's reasons why you think they're going to go off, because they go off into games sometimes, but like most of the games in the NFL are low-scoring shit games. And so this is probably going to be a low-scoring shit game. And so what do you do in those situations? You bet unders, you bet under yard totals, you bet players to not be able to do things like get a bunch of yards. You bet them to not be able to score a touchdown, okay? And you find the pluck at high odds, like 3-1 or greater, to score a touchdown, and you pound them, okay, for some money, like a Bateman, okay, or someone like that, okay? So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna look at someone. We're gonna take out. Let's just look at some of these players here. Touchdown scores. I'll tell you right now who we're going with. Perfect. Boom. Gus Edwards touchdown. Lock. Okay. Ding, 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 or Justice Hill, one or the other, okay? Just take your pick. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those two. Okay, then you're going to go the other way. It's going to be either Chigoziem Okonkwo, or it's going to be Nicholas Westbrook-Akine, or it's going to be the backup tight end. I don't know who the backup tight end for Tennessee is, but they always use some other tight end that you never heard of. So whoever the backup is, pick the third string backup too, because it's probably just going to be one of those fucking fags, and it's annoying, and that's just how it goes. This is the NFL, okay? This is the fucking shit we're dealing with. So just fucking go with it, man. Nicholas Westbrook-Akine, 4-1. I mean, Ryan Tannehill rushing touchdown, 7-1. This might be the best bet of the day. This right here, bro, 7-1. I might be putting $50 on this, bro. I promise you, I might be putting $50 on his ball. This is what I'm trying to talk about. This is the shit. This is what the NFL has become. Garbage shit like this. 7-1 Ryan Tannehill rushing touchdown. That's what this shit is. Garbage. Absolute fucking garbage is what this is. So this is why I love it. What is it? 50 to win fucking 400. Bro, this might be the lock of the century tomorrow, bro. 9:30 a.m. DGen Gambles. This is the last. I'm fucking ending on this note, okay? Ryan Tannehill rushing touchdown, okay? Ding, ding, ding. Lock of the year, okay? You heard it here. That's it for me, bro, for the fucking London game. This shit's cooked. We'll move on to some other games. Beach Street Bully Billionaire over and out. Okay, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Keep going. Keep moving Beach Street Sports to the moon. Let's go, baby.